Hello, hello, and welcome back. Alright, well, we're in for another episode. And it's the last faction quest, as we all know. We're getting nearer towards where we're just focusing on just the main storyline. Just anything else that pops up. We'll have to take care of these activities as well, just kind of clear it up. One thing's for certain, that this one right here, I don't know what this is, why it is. They never really explained, but this thing isn't really anything. It just takes you back to a certain point. Don't follow it. I think this is something we just do and it gets rid of forever. It might be repeatable, where you just find things, you take it back to this certain individual. This one is to make more, basically make extra credits, making Aurora. This one, there's just some disputes or whatnot. You can do this. I don't know how many there are. I would like to see how far this goes, but it feels like it's repetitive. Although I'm gonna admit, I don't really recall how many times it repeats. I think 3 times, and then that's kind of it. This one, if so, I know everyone's playthroughs are different, but if you're following along here, we work with Fate Victus, sort of writing them out, and one of the things there is we get to go on certain missions where basically glorified hitmen, essentially. Talk to Percival. This is about kind of the same thing, except towards aliens. You're gonna go, I think you go hunt them, but then you also bring back a sample for him. This, I have no clue what this is. Hopefully at least something else. But anyway, we're on Crimson Fleet. There's 2 things here. After we talk to the commander, and then talk to the lieutenant, we have burden of proof. Anytime you find, like it says here, audio logs and text logs, just any evidence. Usually it's audio and text logs, but it could just be. It could be anything else. I've only run into personally the audio and text logs. But if it's something like some type of object, you know, some type of personal, sentimental value, anything, maybe even, who knows, you know, but like I said, more than likely it's just going to be audio logs and text logs, because it reads would be especially helpful, as if to say there's other things you're going to find. Again, I have never found those other things. I've only found those 2. This is a side thing. When you go on each branch that you go off of here, each pathway you take, eventually there's going to be proof. So you always want to keep your eye out. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, I can.
Wow, look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Aunt Sol. Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You're funny. I hate funny. Remember that. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
Alright. there's no point in asking her, like, what do you want to do? It's like, she can probably tell you. None of your damn business. Which is fine. Give you a task. Do it. Although, I mean, it depends on the task. Obviously. But see, there's context though. We're trying to join the Crimson Fleet.
This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Regana. We are simple I was afraid of that. Look. Well, normally I would say no, but alright.
Basically, what we've done is just tell them, hey, we're working for Sys-Def. Relax. I know I'm here from the Crimson Fleet, but you need to trust me on this one.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Okay. Do we really want to bring a knife to a gunfight? Especially you. Literal knife to a gunfight. And you. Jesus Christ. And you. Look. I don't know what to say.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have I guess I should just stop talking. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either. Okay, I have idea. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this... That is fair. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. This should be proof.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
Be careful around the
letting
fleet.
us go.
They talk about family, but it's just a bunch of crap. So you're the fleet's new dog, huh? If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
So you could, no matter what, remember you have a choice.
I thought we were.
You could just say, you know,
I can't
it's over.
believe it.
But we're gonna go the correct way. Because also, kind of a spoiler alert, the commander, he kind of gives you like 3 strikes, but they don't tell you that. It could even just be 2. Because I've done a playthrough where I was like, okay, I'm gonna end with Sys-Def. It's gonna be fine. And then he goes, thank you for everything that you've done, but unfortunately you didn't follow my rules all the way. And you're here, so now you're under arrest. And I go, I'm sorry, I was playing my part. And not only was I playing my part, but, you know, I did all this work for you. Like, come on now, what are you talking about? He said, no, you're an enemy now. You're because, like, you know what I mean? And then I know it sounds like they're gonna do that anyway. They do it only if you did go against the ground rules. You're not supposed to kill, you're not supposed to do all these sorts of things. But it seems weird. You're going undercover as Crimson Fleet. You're gonna have to do some things, right? But I think it's key elements that are like, okay, good, you took this route, perfect, thanks for doing that. You know. And the Crimson Fleet, to them, you're just kind of a real savvy character, real just like finding alternative ways to get it done, but also got done faster than just, you know, blasting your way through. So, you know, it just kind of feels weird. Like, if you play it intuitively, you would kind of think, well, like, I'm gonna sell myself. Like, they're all shooting these people. How is Sys-Def gonna know that, you know, I played my part as well? You know what I mean? Because what if I don't, and then I say, yeah, I didn't kill anybody, they go, oh, that's weird because there's a lot of bodies back there. And you're like, yeah, but I didn't do anything. Well, we'll just have no choice but to believe you, huh? It's like, oh, bro. It kind of feels like that. But then, yeah, I've only had one time, like I said. Another time I've had them kick me out. He legit was just straight up, just they yell at you. They're like, hey, we already talked about this and you're already here. You're under arrest. I've had that happen. But the other time that caught me off guard was everything was smooth. He looked at me straight in the eye. He was like, oh, thank you for helping us out. But by the way, you're under arrest. But if you do everything kind of by the book as the commander wants you to, you never even get near that option ever. It just, he's like, hey, congratulations, here's your money, boom, done. Cool. Anyway. We're just gonna fast travel. Oh, because I need to undock my ship.
Docking seal released.
Okay. Oh, you know, I don't even have a clue, to be honest. I'd rather just do that. Also,
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? Is that your best shot?
Your shield system is damaged.
that's one down.
You don't know who you're messing with! That won't even leave a scratch!
Targets lost their shields. Targets lost their shields.
And this, by the way, this is not a, like it doesn't happen. This fight always happens no matter what.
I'm gonna rip your ship to shreds!
Target enemy's shield gone. Destroyed your capability.
Thanks for the help with the Cliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Get used to it. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
All right. Damn. I thought it was heading straight there. I'm not. I'd be like, guy, you want me to put forward in? No, don't tell us. Don't meet us. You want me to meet you everywhere? You're out of your mind? You're out of your mind. Whatever. I was like, hey, bro, we can't. We have to have comms of some sort, like some sort of channel or something.
And we're locked in.
We need you to sell it. We need you to make sure that nobody suspects anything. Oh, okay. I just have to be somewhere.
Captain Valkyrie.
Also reminds me, I don't have as much cargo anymore. Okay, just kind of give you all a heads up. The reason I have my ship look like this was because it was a cargo hauler. I literally have the one hab, well, two, because the frontier portion. I call this one the Crimson Ghost because I try to make the smallest ship possible. It has technically only one hab, and it's just a companion hab or a cargo hab, just a small little square. And it connects the ramp in the back, your cockpit, landing gear. I only have two, technically three because of the ramp, but two pieces of landing gear. The dock is on the bottom, and my one engine, my shield, my weapons. It is honestly, and look at that. Cargo capacity 825. Yeah, it's honestly probably it's my fighter, but I'm gonna change it up, or I might even just sell it, because I had this as my cargo ship. This was my fighter. I have this ship now that I could use, and then I also have this ship that I could use. So we're kind of, it's kind of, we're gonna upgrade this one. Make it a little bit better. We'll use this. The Star Eagle's what you get for doing any of the, not any, when you finish the Freestar Collective, when you finish the Freestar Ranger quest line, this is what you get. Oops. This is what you get when you do the Layer of the Mantis. It's you find a, what do you call it? A slate, and that slate actually has like a excuse me. That slate actually has a little secret, not a secret mission, but it's just a mission that eventually the game sends you on. I forget what level, but yeah, eventually you get to go on a little mission. You find this ship. I really should just upgrade this one, and then make this one better, which I thought I did, but I'll have to take a look. Same thing with this. I'll have to take a look, see if I can make this one better. Give it the best either A or B reactors I can, and then subsequent weapons as well. I might want to sell this just because, you know what, it's been fun. I'll go look at Tayo again one more time. And you know what would be helpful though is if by working with Ryujin questline and then I'm done. One of the things I would love to see is that because you have to go through Ryujin Tower to get to Tayo, like their headquarters, that you get a company discount. That would be extremely nice because then, yeah, because I love the Tayo cockpits. They're really, really nice. But I need to make, I definitely need to make this a better ship. I just try to make something small, just kind of a challenge. It's okay. It's not the best, but it gets the job done, you know. Honestly, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much the deal there. But I'm going to end the episode. You know what?
If you require my assistance.
We'll talk to the commander.
I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
This guy always says that, so it's funny I wish he only said that if you like destroyed the ship, because then it would have been funny. You're walking, he's like, oh, I hope I get to see them again, and you're going, whoops.
Orders came down. Some new science division policy. Everyone on board to look out for people.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Okay, one thing I'll say. Another thing I don't like about this storyline is that, again, like he talks about, you have to make some hard choices, and it's like, well, it's not really that hard because you're telling me don't get involved with too much, garbage. But then you want me in, and it's like, you're kind of tying my hands behind my back here. We're gonna wear that. Oh yeah, and if you missed out, I totally did a yeah, I totally did a hair change, color and everything. I was gonna go the straight white, but I felt like this was a little bit better. It kind of gives me more of a Targaryen look, kind of like that. Anyway, another thing is a little side note. I've been playing Fallout. course, naturally. But one thing I don't like about this game that Fallout does well is the chameleon. Like, chameleon is in all their games, right? You get a chameleon-like ability when completely still and sneaking. Okay, so you have to be in sneak, and you have to be completely still. Fallout has I've said it in all my other episodes, and I'll say it again, is that Fallout has a stealth boy. Why doesn't Starfield introduce a stealth boy? You know, a stealth boy type of device. Because clearly Fallout has a device that you activate. Why can't we get that here? It just seems really odd. I don't like it. I feel like, you know, they missed the mark. That, like, it was just something else was missing. Because I mean, everything is great here, you know. I mean, not the best, but you know, the stealth is pretty good. They really should have combined these two, made concealment something totally different. You know, they had the opportunity to create something better, and instead they took the sneak perk and then divided it up into 2 ranks. You know, like, this rank 4 could have been rank 1, because look, you no longer set off any enemy mines. That's like a basic stealth. Running while sneaking, that is another basic stealth trait. Chameleon-like body, okay, that could have been rank 1. This could have been rank 2. Rank 3 and 4 could have been something totally different, you know, just something awesome, something where I don't know, you can, your stealth device, you know, whatever, it's not going to be a stealth, it won't be called Stealth Boy, but your stealth device lasts, you know, 30 seconds longer, and it's like, oh, okay, hell yeah, I could definitely use that. Attacking doesn't disengage your commit, like you have. Not chameleon, is it? It's not chameleon, but you have, or it could have been like you gain permanent stealth when just something like you can gain permanent stealth. You know, make that rank 4, or make rank 3 you gain permanent stealth, and then rank 4 you gain permanent. You don't disengage your stealth field. Get it? Starfield, stealth field. You don't disengage your stealth field when you attack an enemy with a silenced weapon. You know, to make it fair. Like, if you attack without a silenced weapon, your stealth field goes out. You know, just boom, it's done. But if you have a silenced weapon, it doesn't happen. Just me, you know what I mean? Like, but again, just like Cyberpunk did, I hope Bethesda goes in. I mean, Cyberpunk. Well, CDPR did with Cyberpunk, but I hope Bethesda takes a page out of that notebook and they go back in and revamp all this. They take a look and say, hey, this is what we could have done different. This is what we will do different. So, anyway, that's where we're going to end it for now. That's our stopping point. When we come back, we're just going to continue on with this quest line. Just keep it going. All right. See you in a few.